Hello everybody, happy Memorial Day weekend. So, I know you guys have not seen, I'm going to move this camera a little bit this way. There we go. I got a lot of sun coming in here, so it's kind of strange. Sitting in my little dining room area at the house in Michigan. But I know that you guys have not seen. Hello Laura, nice to see you. Thank you for watching. I know I have not been broadcasting a lot, especially, hello Pat Von Knitter, hello, especially when I was in Slab City. The reason why was because everything that I broadcast was pixelated, and that was not very, interesting to watch. But yeah, good morning, Pat. The sun is coming in. It's coming in. So, and I'm drinking my coffee. So you guys are sharing my morning coffee. Well, this is really my second cup because I've already had a cup of coffee. The dog woke me up at 5:15 this morning. Praise the Lord. No. That was terrible. So then I let him out for a few. And no, I called him into my bedroom and made him, and I shut the door. And I told him, go to sleep. And then at 6:15, he started barking. And yeah, I had to get up. Sasha, hello. How is Paris? Oh, hello, beautiful. Tell your mother I said hello. But, oh my God. Sasha is one of my daughter's high school friends that they all went to high school. We hung out with all the mothers. Her mother is an amazing artist. And so we were all single moms, and we had a great time. So yeah, hello dear. But we hung out, the mothers and the girls, we all hung out together. We had parties, we would drink wine and cheese and have awesome conversations. So it was amazing. But so I was telling you about Slab City. Slab City was quite a journey. When I got there, I was selling some of my wares, like my jewelry that I was making and stuff like that. Yes, Sasha, it was great times. And when you come to California, to visit your mom, you have to get a hold of Babette and I, when I'm back in LA. So we would love to see you and your mom and get together and talk about old times. But so I was in Slab City, and there was an art gallery that was opening up, and I did an art installation in the art gallery. And the day afterwards, I put myself into isolation because I was reading about the virus. And so in Slab City, I was in isolation for 6 weeks. And I would walk the dog through the desert into the washes, and it was extraordinary. And but that's all I really did, was walk the dog and go outside in my campsite and play my steel tongue drum, which I should get, and I should play a little tune. I'm getting much better, and I love playing it, and I think that it's an amazing sound. And it's not because I'm playing it, it's because anybody can play a steel tongue drum. But so I was in for six weeks in isolation, and then Babette and her husband drove out, and Babette drove with me to Lancaster, California at the Pepe Farm. Hello, all the Pepes. Tom Pepe, who is my brother-in-law, and his beautiful wife Danielle, and they're wonderful grown-up children that are amazing. So they let me put my RV, they let me store it there, and I came home, and I was there for 3 weeks, and just on the farm, and it was awesome. And Tom did something for me that was wonderful. So I'm going to be driving out to Michigan, when I was in Lancaster. And so Tom made me a bed. Hello, Wilma. Hello, nice to see you. So Tom made me a bed in my car. We took out the back seat, and he built me this amazing bed because he knows that that when I drive from California to Michigan in my car, I sleep in my car. And the reason I sleep in my car is not because I enjoy it. It's because I can't get on an airplane with Kai, my dog. Hello, Sharon, my sister. Mwah. But, you know, and my sister was over yesterday. We spent some time together. It was wonderful. And I made her a cross. Yeah. And I was teasing her. I says, oh my God, I'm Jewish and I'm making a cross. So I made her this cross for her backyard, you know, out of pieces of wood, and we tied it with jute or whatever that stuff is. And so I made a cross, and it was a lot of fun just sitting out making a cross with my saw, my favorite saw. I got this electric saw that I bought last year here in Michigan. But I'm getting back to the story. So Tom made me this amazing bed because Kai, he can't fly on an airplane because we will get kicked off. They'll stop at Dubuque, Iowa, and they will kick us off, and then there'll be lots of problems because he'll bark and bark and bark and bark, and he may pee all over the place. So I can't do that. He's getting better trained, but not a lot. He's doing really well. I took him for a walk yesterday. And so let me see if I can adjust this camera. Ooh, there. This is kind of a little, I'm kind of in my dining room there. And and the sun's coming and I'm trying to block it, but it won't. So you're going to see me go in and out of the sun. So this makes me look like I'm 12, you know, with the lighting. But I love you too, Sasha. Love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm just like absolutely amazed that you're living in Paris. Your children are beautiful. I mean, your daughter is so gorgeous, and your son is so handsome, and I'm so proud of you. Really am. And your husband, he's kind of cute. He's a cute guy. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit too old to talk about cute young men, but he's cute. Very proud of you. But getting back to Kai, and I can't take him into hotel rooms because he has this keen sense and he will bark at everything and anything that walks by. So he'll keep up all the people staying at a hotel. So the only thing to do is to drive out in a car. So a year ago, I bought a car, you know, because, you know, I've been having my RV, which is drivable, and I bought a tow bar for the car and everything else. I tow it with my RV, and you know, it's quite an interesting process to do all of this. But so I have to sleep in my RV, I mean my car, when I'm driving. And the back seat was so uncomfortable last year, going to California to Michigan and then back to California from Michigan. And it hurt my back, and it was like, it wasn't the greatest feeling in the world to do this. So my brother-in-law made this awesome bed for me. So we took out the seats, he made this bed, lots of room for me. If Kai wants to jump in and sleep at my feet, there's lots of room for him to do that. But he prefers to sleep, you know, in the front, underneath the dashboard, you know, when he sleeps. So it is awesome. So that's why I have not been online much. Hello, Karen, my niece, my godchild. Nice to see you. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. Nice to see you, Karen. I love you. And she came over one day. Karen came over with her husband and her daughter. They, you know, the husband and daughter were in the car, but Karen came out and went to my front door and, you know, did 9 or 10 feet away and says, "Aunt Nell, hello." So the dog was barking. That's how come I knew somebody was outside, because he is rather vocal in his barking, and he will let everyone know that he is my protector. So so the isolation was 6 weeks in Slab City, then 3 weeks in Lancaster, and then when I was driving to Michigan, I drove through Nevada, Utah. Oh my God, Utah! It's like another world. And I went up through Utah once before, but I went north. I didn't go, you know, east and So, but going east in Utah is so magnificent. It's like another world. So I'm traveling through, and then I get to Colorado, which is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And the first day I drove 15 hours. I mean, it was crazy. And I was exhausted, and I had to get to a rest stop before it got too dark. So just as the sun was starting to settle down, I made it to the rest stop. And I was amazed that it was on the Colorado River, and it had picnic tables, and it was like, oh my God, trees and green grass, and it was breathtaking. And so I took the dog for a walk, and the air was clean and you know, fresh, and it was just amazing. And that was a very big blessing for me, to be able to, after driving, you know, that long, to be able to sleep in a place that is so beautiful. And I got up the next morning and had my coffee, and took the dog for a walk, and then we started our next journey. We started driving, and then I stopped at another rest stop in Colorado that, you know, it's toward the end of Colorado. It's just before you get into the city area of Denver. I don't know, it was probably just over east of Vail. It was beautiful, and I stopped at this rest stop that was kind of off the beaten path. And I'm sitting in the car getting Kai ready to walk him, and I hear drum music, and I hear like chanting or prayers being said in American Indian language. And I go, oh my God, is there a powwow around here? I'm gonna go on an adventure. And it was like, oh, because you know, I play drums. I have 5 drums. I only brought one with me, but I have 5 drums that I play. And I thought, oh my God, I just want to experience this. So I'm walking down this beaten path, and I'm just walking, you know, and there's all these trees and brush and stuff like that. And I'm walking around the corner, and there's one man, a young man, who is drumming. And oh my God, I just sat there and I went, oh, this is absolutely remarkable. It was so amazing. And then I didn't want to disturb him, but I sat there and I stood there and just watched him with Kai. And Kai sat down really well-trained, which he is not well-trained. Sat down there, and it was just so amazing just to hear that music after driving, you know, all those hours. And, you know, I always say that the Creator always puts the Creator of the universe. Some people call it God, some people call it Allah. I call it the Creator of the universe. Got me to that place so I could be healed by the music. And it was so beautiful. It just transfixed me. It gave me hope. And it gave me hope that we're all going to be okay. And you see, I have this. This is what I do when I go out to the stores here in Michigan, because Michigan still has a severe lockdown. Things are starting to open up, but not like across the country. Michelle, happy birthday to your dad. I will call him later. You know, it is his birthday. It's my younger brother Michael's birthday, my baby brother. So it is his birthday. Michelle, hello, nice to see you. But I hope you come out to Michigan soon. I mean, we'll have places for you to stay here if you want to. You know, I know you have family that, you know, your mom's family in Michigan, but you're always welcome. But it would be awesome to see you. So I'm driving through all of these states, California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Nebraska, Iowa, Indiana, or Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan. And at the gas stations and the service stations, nobody except the tellers were wearing a mask. So coming here to Michigan, everybody's in a mask. Hello, Christine. How are you? Nice to see you. I still want to help you with that medicine wheel someday. You know, when I get back to, I didn't come back to Quartzsite this year. I stayed in Slab City and made a medicine wheel and a Zen garden. So I was there. But I'm talking about my trip driving out here. So I get into Michigan and everybody wears masks. So this is how I go to the grocery store. Like this. And I thank every single teller that is working through all of this crazy pandemic. You know, I have my opinions of it, but I'm not going to share it with you guys because I don't want to offend anybody, because I don't, I'm 68 years old and I'm supposed to be the person that is in that health range that can get sick, and I am extremely healthy. And I know people that get sick are the people that have health issues, and my prayers go out to everybody that has passed, all their families that are mourning, you know, the loss of such, you know, loved ones. And to me, it's really sad. You know, life is, life is what you make it. If you live in fear and you allow people to take your freedom away, you know, we have choices whether we want to be out there. I mean, there are only 4 states in the country that has really severe lockdowns, and that is Illinois, Michigan, New York, and New Jersey. California's trying to open up a little bit. There's some you know, some people are opening up like different counties, so forth and so on. But it's really hard to watch the desperation and being an intuitive empath. You feel the people's pain every place I go. And that is so hard for me. That is so hard to look in the eyes and to see the fear and the pain. And when I go to grocery stores, and I've been spending a lot of time at Home Depot. Yep, Home Depot. Because, you know, I'm trying to get the house all done. Trying to finish it, and not finish it, but each year I do something more to it. And my sister, praise my sister, she has been watching it during the winters for me and keeping really, you know, making sure, you know, nothing's flooded, making sure that everything is on, like the light heat, and making sure that I don't have squatters again. So she's been taking care of the house, which is an amazing thing for me. I love this place. This is our family home. I love our family home. And this is not only my family home, this is our whole family home. This is where, you know, this is my brothers and my sister and my nieces and my nephews. You know, this is and their husbands and wives. This is their home, where they can come and have a place where they can stay, and a place where they can come and, you know, do family things. But then the virus, I mean, I wanted to have Sunday dinners here, and let us enjoy our history of our family. Let us, you know, be one with each other. And, you know, it's very difficult for me to be in forced isolation, because I'm kind of a person that is very independent, and I isolate myself anyways because of being creative and doing my artwork. And I've been doing rocks, and I call them my love rocks, and, you know, my love and peace and joy rocks, because I'm starting to put them out in different places where I go, for people can find them, and to send a little bit of joy to someone's life. And so I've been doing a lot of that when I was in Lancaster and in Arizona. And then I haven't really done very many of them here because I've been so involved in trying to get things done in the house and spending my time in lines getting into Ace Hardware and, you know, Home Depot and You know, thank God the grocery stores don't have lines that you have to stand outside and only 10 can go in. Ace Hardware is they only let 10 people in until all those 10 people are out after all their shopping. So you spend half of your days, you know, sitting outside with this and people looking miserable and sad and fearful. Fear. It is a way to control the masses. When you instill fear in people's lives, you cripple them. You really cripple them. It is about the freedom of our speech, the freedom of our movement and walking, the freedom of gathering with our loved ones and our friends. My heart goes out to people in the 4 states that have lockdown. My state it's going to be locked down until June 12th. And then people are going to be so inundated with fear. Inundated. There's not a radio that you can listen to in your car that does not tell you to make sure you have your mask, to make sure you disinfect your hands. There's not a TV show that does not talk about that in the commercials. The newspapers, we are inundated with fear and control. You know, and if you're young, you know, the virus, I mean, it only affects, what, 92 or 98% of the people that become infected with it. Those survive. Hello, Shannon. Hello, nice to see you. Hello, Johnny. But it's, you know, they survive. Which to me, that fear base, and the thought in my head, and remember, these are only my opinions, and people can disagree, which is okay. You know, it's okay. You know, I don't say I know everything. I do a lot of research. I read a lot. I see something and I research and find out. I listen to other people's points of views. But the thing is, if this can be done to us, if this can be done to us like this, what is in store for the future? If we can lock down the world like we have locked down the world in fear, what can they do to us? You know? And we have countries that are allowing chips to be put into people. Chips. For what? To track us? To find out if we're sick? I mean, this is ridiculous. The fear locks us down. It cripples us as a society. I've never, you know, in the 68 years of my life, I've never experienced anything like this. 68 years of freedom. And I made a choice to go into lockdown, you know, before the states put people in lockdown in California, in Slab City. Because I was told, you know, through the media that because of my age that I could get the coronavirus and that I could die. And I value my life. I value my daughter. I value my son-in-law and my family. And I protected myself. And in the beginning of all of this, when I first went to Slab City, I had a migraine, a headache that was so unbearable for a couple weeks, and my eyes turned pink, and I had aches and pains, and I was like, excuse my language, what the fuck? I'm out in the desert. My joints are supposed to be feeling good, and I felt like SHIT. And then I talked to a very good friend of mine, Heather, and you know, she also had the same things going wrong with her system. And I think I had one day with a high, 1 or 2 days with a high temperature, but I didn't know. I thought it was the heat in, you know, in Slab City. I mean, it was like 80, 85, 90 sometimes. So I thought it was the heat, and you know, I really should get a test to find out if I had it. But I have no underlying health issues. So I don't know. There comes the sun. Woo! It's popping out of the clouds. You can see it's like, whoa! The Creator is going, putting light on me. You know, it's so I've been wanting to do this. I can't get out of the light. There it is. There. I've been wanting to do this, but I've hesitated because you know, reactions from people can be bloody negative, and I try to live my life in a very positive state, which is not easy to do. It is. I'm trying to get out of that light. It is not an easy thing to do, is to stay positive in your life. Because when things fall apart, that's when you go back to negative talk and negative expression. And staying positive is hard, but it is so good to do. Because when you stay positive, it gives you hope. Hope for your life, hope for the universe, hope for the world. Coming from that place of your heart, living your life through that place of your heart of love and compassion and kindness. So when I go into the stores here with the lockdown, you know, every single teller that is taking my, you know, I mean, ringing me up, I always look at them and I say to them, thank you. Thank you for working through this pandemic. You know, I'm trying to get out of this stupid life. Is this better? Trying, but it just keeps going. So we've got clouds that are coming in. There's some dark clouds. Oh no, there's all this light. It's like too bright for me. Let me see if I can move that over. So, hello, Crystal. Hello. Nice to see you. So I know this is a long video, but it is what it is. I mean, I've missed you all. I miss broadcasting. I miss talking to the people that I love and the people that I care about, and I miss all of you. And I believe that all of this is going to pass, but we have to hold strong and not play into the fear of it in our lives. You know, find that peaceful place in your heart, and know that you're going to be okay. Know that this will pass. We will get on with our lives. And have we changed? You know, is that better there? No, the thing is moving, the light is moving. But have we changed through all of this process? Have we become a gentler person? Have we understood our vulnerability in life? Oh, miss you too, honey. I know you were trying to come out to, I think, to Slab City. Everybody was in lockdown. You know, like I was talking earlier, we're locked down for 6 weeks. And, but, you know, it's funny, I have sun coming in. So it's a ray of sunshine. We have had a lot of rain here in Michigan. Lots of rain. Lots. And I've been working on the front yard, and I did a crazy thing. I mean, a crazy thing. I do not have a green thumb. Nope, never will. I kill every single plant. You know, thank God we have trees in here that I have not touched. But I kill every single plant that I've ever had. And so, and I don't do gardening. I don't get on my knees and play in the dirt, you know. So, and it's not because, it's because, you know, my knees don't work like they used to, and I don't, you know, I don't understand really. I have a friend named Debbie Caputo who is doing amazing with, you know, with her plant making from seeds, and you know, it's interesting and awesome to watch, but you know, it's something that I can't do because none of them will ever survive. You know, so what I did, I'm going to show you something. So what I did is I bought fake plants. These are little fake things. And these are for the indoors, and I couldn't use these because they're like this. And then this is like cardboard. And I go, this is not a good idea. So I bought new pots, and I took all this out. I took these out of the little container, and I found some mat spray that I could seal them with, so I did my research on them. I always research everything. Right now I'm researching what to do with pallets, you know, which is crazy, because I want to build some stuff with pallets. The crazy part of me is like, the creative part of me is on electrical charge. So I took I took some photographs of them, but I haven't posted them yet. So, and I put them outside in the front, and my next door neighbor came out, and I'm standing out there, and I says, I put some flowers out here, and he goes, yeah, it looks great, and I go, they're fake, and he goes, what? So, you know, and I found a Buddha. I found a little Buddha about this big that I put outside in the front, so, you know, everybody knows that you know, it's Buddha. So it's hysterical. And my French art is very eclectic. I mean, with the cement balls that I made, I'm gonna make some more balls. I'm gonna make some big balls. I mean, really big balls. I mean, that's what I'm planning on doing. But I have a list of things that I want to do this summer, and I don't even know if I'll accomplish any of them. It doesn't matter. I have the list. List can change. Life can change. Moments change. Within megaseconds, moments change. So I wanted to build, you know, the balls, and then I want to redo all the floors, you know, strip them down and redo them. And I want to paint the 3 bedrooms, because I had my daughter and I painted the living room and the hallway the year that she was out here, about 2 years ago. And then I painted the bathroom and the kitchen the first year, and redid the floor in the bathroom. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you. I'm just chatting. So nice to see you. But, and then I want to, you know, I got to do the artwork and, you know, get things done. I want to redo the patio. I bought a umbrella the other day. My sister found a great deal, and so I bought it for $37. And then my next door neighbor, they wanted to sell me the stand for it, and it was just too much money, and I said I will go look and find another one. And so I mentioned it to my next door neighbor, and he goes, I have one you can have. So he gave me a stand. He was my angel of the day. I love angels of the day. I think that it is the angels of everyday life that you meet that show us nothing but kindness, which is a way to bring a lot of happiness. Oh, I wonder if I shut this, if that would help. Nope, it doesn't. So it brings in lots of joy and happiness to a person's life. We never know what someone's going through in their life. We never know if they have heartaches or hardships, or, you know, if they have losses. And you know, sometimes when people have losses and they're upset and they have troubles, they get grouchy and they get, you know, short-tempered. And but when you're kind to them, you know, I had a teller yesterday who, you know, she goes, next, you know, and then she's doing everything, and I says, how are you? She goes, huh? I says, how are you? And she goes, good. Okay. And I started talking to her, and by the time I walked out of there, she was smiling, Because that day, I was her angel, and I says, thank you for what you do. Thank you for coming to work when, you know, all of us are pretty much staying home. Thank you. I mean, we gotta thank people. That's what this whole weekend is about. I mean, the parade we don't have because of the shutdown. We can't, you know, I want to take a sign, and I'll probably get arrested if I do, take a sign and stand outside on the main street and say, screw this, you know? I really want to do that. This is against our Constitution. I know people have died. And it's not about going to grocery stores. It's not about shopping. It's not about any of these things. It's about spending that time with your families and your friends. People that recharge you with their energy, you know? We're not getting that recharging, the energy of that life force that we have. Every person alive, and every animal, every live thing has this energy around them. It produces energy. And we need that. We need that as a human race. Hello, Marty. Nice to see you. But we need that. We need to have that interaction where we can be renewed, and we're not having it. Suicide rates are up. Alcoholism is up. Drug addiction is up. Drug overdose is up. Depression is up. People have lost hope. And I start to see the rest of the country going back to work. You know, like I said earlier, you know. Hello, Linda, again. Oh, she's saying, thank you for your chat. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. I miss doing this. I haven't been able to do it because in Slab City, everything was pixelated. I didn't have a good Wi-Fi on my Wi-Fi. There was no reception there. So, and then in Lancaster, the same thing. So I couldn't do this. You know, it's Sunday. It is a holiday weekend. Marty says, how do you stay so beautiful? It must be your heart. That is exactly what it is. Beauty doesn't come from outside. Beauty comes from inside. And when you live a life of kindness, and it's very difficult to do. I mean, I have my moments where I'm pissed off and I say mean things and I yell and I do things, and then I have to really take my time afterwards, and I have to sit back and I have to figure out what I did, what I personally did, the responsibility that I had. And I go and I try to work that out, and I try to apologize, and I try to not flare it up again, but to give that person that I think is abused, that I abused. So I try not to do that. It's the most difficult thing, to keep your mouth shut. It is so hard. It's easier for me to isolate myself and to be alone. So that's why when I go places and I smile and I do funny things, I mean, standing in line at Home Depot and I wasn't on that little blue thing that says, stand here. I was back. And I looked at a woman, I kind of looked at her with a funny, she could only see my eyes. I went, and I looked at her like this, and I went real slow. And she started laughing, because she knew what I was doing. I mean, laughter heals. If you're depressed, put on funny movies. Laugh. Get a hug from someone that you love. Do something that you love to do. I don't care if it's making a puzzle. I don't care if it's making candlesticks. I don't care. Just do it. Find that place in your heart. This will all be over soon. We will get back to normal, but what will be our normal? Hello, Lisa. Nice to see you. welcome our new normal. What will it be like? Gotta ask yourself that question. Hello, Sandy. Miss you. You're so close, but yet so far. I want to see you. It breaks my heart that I can't see you. And I got to see Pat at the, at the angels, the blue angels flying by at the park. We wore our mask, and I got to see her and Chuck. I haven't seen Debbie Caputo. I miss you all. We as a human race allowed fear to impact us. We're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. It really is. Everything's going to be okay. Do not give up hope for the people that are depressed and upset. Do not allow yourself to go into that dark place, and I know that dark place of not having hope. I work very hard at staying positive and happy. My mind works 50 million miles an hour. I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. And everything is geared toward making myself a better person. I am not the same person that I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I was not the same person that I was when I ran my studio. I am not the same person. I have learned very valuable lessons in life. The only thing that matters is love, compassion. Money doesn't matter. Health matters. Health matters. Because watching this pandemic and watching the people that have passed away, they're in my age group, who have underlying health issues and they didn't make it. And it breaks my heart. Yeah. You gotta find joy in your life. You gotta find passion. Passion in living. And it's been months since I've done one of these. And the light's coming in. It's way above me, so let me see if I move over here if it's done. There. What can I say that you haven't heard? And this is all. This is crooked. Hold on. Hold on. There it goes. Watching the people's eyes, how sad they are, breaks my heart. Having my niece come to the house and she can't give me a hug. That is unbearable. My sister comes in here and we do hug each other. My sister and I feel the same way about our mask and our things and stuff like that. We're not planted in the fear of it. I watched the fear happen in California. I watched people turning neighbors in because they weren't wearing a mask. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. I haven't seen anything like this for a very long time. I've never seen this personally. History has seen this. And so I'm just sitting here wanting to tell every single person that is in my life that watches this video, whatever it is, that I love you and I appreciate you and I believe in you, all of you. Live your life. Be bold. Bold. Don't let anything stop you. Be bold. It is impossible not to feel this way for me. Impossible. It affects me in such a deep way that I can't even breathe sometimes. So I try not to stay, man, that looks really, oh, that's better. Isn't that better if I move closer? Maybe I need to move past there. Is that better? Oh, Marty, I love you guys too. I know you're back in California and I'm always gone. You know, I have my RV and I travel and I've met amazing people. Amazing people. And have had life-changing experiences that just blow me away. As you know me from the past, and I'm not the same person. You know, you gotta have heart. You gotta believe in yourself. Finding that place. I'm sorry, you guys, the light is just like, there's no way to avoid it. I'm trying to get out of it. It was a bad location, and when I first set up, it was like, oh wow, this is really nice. And the piece behind here is this piece here. That was my mom's, and my mom made that, you know. And you know, this is you know, my dining room area. So, oh, you're in Arizona now. What part of Arizona? I love Arizona. Arizona is, I got to spend a lot of time in Quartzsite and Phoenix and Sedona. I love Arizona. Arizona is very healing for me in many ways. It's a very spiritual place. And I love being out in the desert and walking in the desert. So when I do, like I said, I hate gardening. I don't do gardening. I shouldn't say hate. I don't agree with gardening. I believe in letting things go. When I see a spider, oh, you're Bullhead, Arizona. Okay. I've never been there. Maybe I'll have to visit on my journey back. But I basically see a spider here in Michigan, and I go, oh, that's nothing. That's not a tarantula. That's not a scorpion. That's not a rattlesnake. I could deal with this. And so I've been able to clear out, you know, bushes and stuff like that and cut them down and you know, cut a tree down, and there's probably 50 million spiders on it, and I was able to, you know, go through it without being scared, you know, not letting it stop me. It's the fear factor. If you take 1 or 2 things a year, you know, make it simple. 1 or 2 things a year, and you face that fear that you have. It changes your life for the positive. It's getting rid of one thing that would hold you back. And a lot of times ourselves, we hold ourselves back because the things that we say about ourselves. Somebody would come up to me in the past and go, oh wow, that's a really pretty dress. And I would go, oh no, this old thing, this is, you know, and accepting those apologies I mean, those compliments is very important. And you don't accept it from ego. You accept it because it is what it is. Everything is what it is, or else it would not be. And to me, that is a magnificent and powerful way to live. And you got to live through that kindness. It can't always be I. It has to be us, because we are one as a universe. We are one. That is really, that light. Let me see if I can move this over. See if this helps it. No, it doesn't. I'm fussing with the light, you guys. I could go somewhere else, right? I could pick up my coffee and I could go all the way around my house, find a good light, and partake in it. This is good. This is my crazy kitchen. And behind me, I just bought this yesterday. It says, so this is, congratulations, you're gonna get married. But this works better. This works much better. But I have to let the legs down because I need to. There we go. It's uneven, so I gotta pull this one up. This is my kitchen. There it goes. Put that down a little bit. There. That's my kitchen. And this is better. But I'm gonna walk around my house. You guys want to see it? Say yes or no. And I will change this to go there. All right. Yes, I got a clock. This is my kitchen, which I took off all of that. And my next door neighbor gave me a stove, Marty and Kathy, and this is, this is, the microwave was my father's. So I put the curtains up, and that's a clock. Yeah, I got a clock. This I'm making into my meditation room. So this, sorry, there's stuff hanging there. And yeah, there are branches, and I have not painted this room yet. But there are branches, and I can turn on a light, but then it's going to get kind of a funny color. There it goes. Branches are from outside, and this is my chakra thing. And I had no couches when I moved here, and this couch was given to me by my best friend, daughter. Oh. So this is the couch that she gave me. That was, oh, I gotta tighten that up. That was in the living room. And then my living room. That was this was given to me by by a man from China. And bags, you like that? I got paint and turpentine. So, and this is this buffet table, this buffet piece was from my parents. That, and that's a painting that I gave my father a long time ago. And this is where I store my, incense and, my stuff, and just walking around. And people gave me things because I had nothing here. And this was a table that the next door neighbor gave me. This is a couch, and the reason why they're covered is because it's muddy here right now from all the rain because of this monster. Wee! Hi! Oh, you want me to pet you? Is that what you want? And then the outside view that I have is absolutely amazing. It's beautiful, and that's my crazy, crazy, crazy outside that I did. And walking around. I got to redo these floors because they're not the greatest. But they're beautiful floors once they get done. Then we'll walk down here where it's dark. And these are some of my artwork. And that's some of my artwork. And that is a piece of wood that I found. And sorry, it's so dark in here. This is my bedroom. That there is no sex going on in this room at all. Which is, my bed's not made. It's one of my art pieces, and that's one of my art pieces, and I could open up a window so it's brighter. And these are what I just made out of sheets. Not a big deal. That was a painting my mother did. And those are artwork that I did. And, oops, I got underwear and bras hanging all over the place. Okay, that's my crazy desk that I have not organized yet. I spend a lot of time in here at night watching my TV. And then my bathroom that I redid the floors, crappy job doing them, but I did them. Why is that loose? That's all loose. And some more artwork, you know, nudes. And this room, wow, this room is a mess. This is what I made into my art studio. And this is the big ball that I'm going to be making. It's huge. These are all sticks that I'm going to make walking sticks out of. I got lots to do. And here is, oh, I can turn on a light in here. Hold on. Oh. There, that's a little better. This is some of my rocks that I painted. I've given a lot away. And then here's, I'm trying out some glazes on the rocks. So this one is and then this one is I forgot what it was. It says on the back, breathe. And then I'm doing this one, which is oh, I forgot. It's one of those days. But this is my studio. Oh, it says rotate. You know, I mean, it's pretty packed, but it's what I've been doing. I gotta turn off all the lights because I conserve electricity and water. You know, it's a lot about trying to conserve all the energy and everything else. What state am I in? I'm in Michigan. It's beautiful. It's green. It's gorgeous. It is a beautiful, beautiful state. And we've had a lot of rain, which is good for the grass and good for everything. And it's gorgeous here. But, so, and these, oops, let me do this. These things my mom put up when we were kids. My mother was extremely creative. So she put those up there. And going back into the backyard. The backyard is huge. This is going to get really bright. My brother has his trailer here, which we're going to be removing hopefully this summer. And these are old chairs that I got to paint. And the backyard goes on and on and on. And you can hear all the lawnmowers. And oh wow, that tree branch fell and it's standing straight up. If you can see that, that's hysterical. But it goes on the backyard and it's big. And those I found out in the garage, those doors, and I think I'm gonna paint them and put plants on them or something. So I'm trying to do things. And there's Kai coming out. I made a doggy door. See this crazy doggy door? So we'll see. It is what it is. Going back in. And I'm not going to take, oh, maybe I'll do that. Take you downstairs. Kai's going like, what the heck? This is the craziest. This here was a milk chute. Okay. This was a milk chute that I'm going to be putting a glass brick in it with cement. I'm going down the stairs. It's all got to be painted all the way down and everything. I redid the floors, but the floors got wet and they weren't very good. So it's a pretty big size basement. And these all have to be redone. And the pool table is from 1920. It is huge. So it's a pool table. I'm probably going to sell it. I don't know. You know, this is just a basement. You know, I tore out all the walls here. There was mold down here. It took me 6 weeks to kind of clean out this place. So I know it's crazy, but gonna walk up the stairs slowly because I'm too busy. So this is a house that I grew up in. I think I was 2 years old when we moved into this house, because I was born in '52, and my Mom and Dad bought this in 1954. So that's my house. It's what I come home to every summer. I'm here 6 months out of the year and 6 months traveling. So it's beautiful here. It's absolutely beautiful. But with that, I want to wish you all a very happy, wonderful Memorial Weekend. And to the veterans, thank you for your service. And to all my friends, I miss you so much that it pains my heart. And I want you to all walk in peace, love, and joy. Bye, you guys.